Hi, and this short video is a supplementary to the Havoc Demon Hunter Essentials Guide. With any spec, Blizzard changed things, not only in the run-up to the launch of an expansion or patch, but even in between, and much more so with a new class. This addendum aims to update the main guide with any changes that have occurred since. If you're not sure if it's the most up-to-date video, click on the playlist linked here. Only up-to-date guides will be found there, with any out-of-date ones being removed. This addendum shouldn't be too long, as not a great deal has changed in the run-up to Legion launch, though anything could happen at launch. There are two major changes, one of which went out within a couple of hours of my uploading the Essentials Guide, would you believe? Naturally, as an addendum, it will not make much sense unless you've already viewed the Essentials Guide upon which it is based. Now, the change that was made relates to Demon Blades. When I went over the level 100 talents, I did say that Prepared synergizes the best with Momentum talent build. However, Demon Blades was simply doing so much damage that you would take that anyway. I did also say that Blizzard had stated that they did not want Demon Blades to be the highest damage talent in that row and would work to address it, and so they have. They nerfed Demon Blades slightly just after I uploaded my Essentials Guide, and then again this week with a small Fury generation nerf. So what I'll do is take a look at the simulated damage values with an artifact at about the time when Raids and Mythic Plus dungeons are launched. I'm going to take a look at both Demon Blades and Prepared in single target with regular adds, and cleave fights with plenty of movement. This is to simulate dungeon trash. I'll go with Chaos Blades for pure single target and Fell Barrage for adds. In all other respects, talents will be the same as I discussed in the Essentials Guide. So for single target, we can see that Prepared is now slightly ahead of Demon Blades in this situation. Not so much that you're compelled to take it if you really like the playstyle of Demon Blades, but enough that you can take full advantage of the Momentum playstyle if you so wish. Just remember to point yourself the right way when using Prepared to trigger Momentum. Now, when it comes to single target with periodic adds, we can see that Prepared jumps, get it? No, never mind, up by quite a bit more. Of course, Prepared has an AoE damage component, which lends itself more to add damage, but that's not really why it's jumped up so much. It's the potential for the increased uptime on Momentum, which also benefits all your other AoE abilities. That means that Prepared has a significant advantage on any fight with adds. Now, when it comes to cleave on the move, again we can see Prepared is ahead, but the difference is not quite so great. It's still more significant than pure single target. Now, what I'd recommend taking from this is that on single target, they're close enough that the quality of your play is a greater factor than talent choice. But where adds are involved, then Prepared does win out more significantly. Now, of course, this assumes you are making good use of Prepared, and especially to ensure Momentum has high uptime whilst doing AoE damage on those adds. The second major change is to animation cancelling. Again, I did note in the Essentials Guide that Blizzard were very keen on stamping this out. They don't want you pulling tricks to curtail the flight length of Fell Rush to get a benefit on Momentum. So the two changes were really predicted, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. The macro described in the Essentials Guide no longer really helps to cancel Fell Rush, so don't bother using it now. I have heard that people are able to simulate the animation cancelling with keyboard macros, though I've not been able to confirm that myself. I personally would take the view that as Blizzard have clearly stated they don't want you cancelling the animation, and they've taken strong steps to prevent it with their in-game macros, that any external trickery in doing so could be considered an exploit. It would certainly place it in a very grey area, at least, I would think. As such, I'm going to run with the assumption that animation cancelling is no longer a thing and just watch positioning. Remember that most boss hitboxes are large enough to Fell Rush across without leaving melee range, so it's not an issue. All you need to do is make sure it's from side to side and not from back to the front of a boss, especially if it cleaves. Naturally, it's not all beer and skittles. Sometimes ground effects mean we have to do this with caution, and you can occasionally lag and your Fell Rush will send you clear across the entire room. I did this yesterday on Trash in the last Hellfire Citadel run of WoD, though unfortunately wasn't recording at the time, so don't have the footage. I have to say, however, that this is rare, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. And that covers us. In all other respects, my Essentials Guide still stands. I will of course run another pass at key intervals when needed. More changes may well be made around the time of raid release, whether just before or just after. In fact, it's quite common for this to happen. If it does happen, I will prepare. Get it? No, alright, I'll give up now. A new addendum video, which will include these same features, and replace this one in the playlist. Remember to always check that playlist for the most up-to-date information. So I hope you found this useful as always. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. And until next time, I'll see you later.